Hey everybody, it is the Brothers Newland here for a Toy Box Showcase. We have a special guest with us right above me. We got Larry from the STS Guys here with us. And we're going to look at some toys that he found this past week and from the Visionaries. I'm right, Larry, you're looking at Visionaries.
Yeah.
Michael has, Michael's up here. He's got Transformers. And me and John are just going to hang out and see what cool you guys
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Cool.
So,
Andrew.
Uh-oh.
Andrew's glitching.
Andrew is stuck.
Yeah, Andrew's stuck.
I'm Michael.
So
Am I back?
your sound's
Your
back.
voice is back.
Yeah, I can hear you, sort of.
No.
Well, okay. We'll start with and
So I think he said we'll
I
start
think
with
we're
Larry.
gonna start with Larry. You got, and then we'll go from there.
Cool. So, yeah. So your last episode of the podcast, right, that dropped last week was about the Visionaries, that the Hasbro, right? Yeah, Hasbro toy line. And I am slowly in the process of kind of going through the boxes in my garage, hopefully to get rid of some stuff, honestly. And I found a handful of action figures, including 3 Visionaries, which I was quite excited about because I was like, hey, like it probably would have meant anything like the week before.
Yeah.
Since I know you guys had just done Visionaries on the podcast, I'm like, hey, cool. I have Visionaries. So I have,
Is that Leoric?
yeah, that's Leoric, right? The good guy with, this is really hard to maneuver and try to get the hologram.
Yeah.
With the lion on his chest.
Mhm.
It's interesting. It's not gonna focus good, but the holograms like are kind of got some. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Kind of got some crackling in it on all 3 of them. Like you can still make out that this one's a lion. But I thought it was interesting. Like it's got some wear, right? I didn't take care of these. It's been in, Arizona garage to Texas garage, and like they've been through. They haven't been super well taken care of. So probably a little bit of weather damage. But yeah, I found him. Still have the helmets. I thought it was interesting too. Like I don't remember them having the staffs. Like I've seen the pictures now. Like I heard you guys talk about it. Like I don't remember them having the staffs. I kind of remember, like I remember having these toys. I don't remember the show. I don't specifically remember playing with them. They probably just kind of ended up with my GI Joes and that kind of stuff. Because that's when I grabbed them the other day. Like that's the first thing I thought of. Like they are basically built like GI Joes. Had you guys not told me that they were an inch taller than GI Joes, I probably wouldn't even realized. They just kind of feel like very GI Joe-esque. The way the legs are put together are the same way GI Joe legs are put together, right? It's got all those GI Joe features. So so I got Leoric. I've got another good guy, Witterquick, with the cheetah on his chest.
Yeah, cheetah.
So it's pretty cool, right? And his bulky red helmet. The helmets don't add much on these, especially this one. Like maybe I can, like his eyes barely poke out. Like it's.
I was gonna say it doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it goes all the way on him.
No, I don't think it does. So not the best. Go ahead.
how can he see?
I don't know. Like his eyes are barely poking out. He can look up. He just can't look down or probably to the side very well.
It looks like the hologram on that one's a little bit more.
Yeah, it's up higher. It's weird. So there's some black at the bottom that has some wear. But the way the cheetah's running, it's
You can still
right
see
up,
it.
yeah, it's right up at the top, and it actually it held up pretty good. So it's pretty cool. There's a few spots in it, but it's not too bad. This one is the roughest hologram wise. This is Kravix, the one bad guy that I had. I had to look it up, right? He's got like that pterodactyl looking dinosaur thing. But you can't even.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Phylock is what they called it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his hologram's so bad, I couldn't even make out what it was. But he survived. He's got
as Andrew put it, it's a pterodactyl without hind legs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's got this crazy, like medieval looking helmet.
Oh wow.
It's almost a shredder.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, almost.
Shredder, yeah.
Almost a shredder helmet.
Yeah. So he's pretty cool. It's kind of funny that, like I said, I I don't have the staffs, or I don't remember them at all. But looking through the pictures, I have all three. I have all three accessories. I just don't know where they are. I assume I still have them. Right. This guy, the red guy, came with the weird boomerang thing.
Yeah.
That was the one that I saw right away. I'm like, I had that. I know I had the weird whip that came with Leoric. And then the bad guy came with some weird little thing that went in his hand, which I had no idea what that was too. But I
think is what it was.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Larry.
I totally have that too. Yeah.
Our buddy Ed, who's watching over on Facebook. So Ed, we can't see your name on Twitch or through Streamlabs, but I know who it is. Like you said, turning your head left and right, very overrated.
True, right?
You don't need to turn your head left.
Just look straight.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all good heroes have.
Yeah.
So awesome.
I was pretty excited to see this, mostly because you guys had just talked about him. So I shot you a message, and you're like, "Hey, you want to go live with us and talk about it?" Like, absolutely. Why not? We can do the quick show and tell. So
that's pretty cool.
We had actually been talking about what we were going to do, because I know Michael's got some Transformers and some cars he wants to show off, and we were like, oh, and then you just happened to pop that in right at the right time for us to be like, hey, so, oh yes, and John, Megan's here too. She's
I see it.
Too. Yeah. So, all right. Those are pretty awesome. Just having knowing that they survived, like you said, the Texas and Arizona heat.
Yeah, for sure, man. And like, these are my original ones, right? They came out in '87, so I've had them many years that they've survived.
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Yep.
So, Michael, what all are you showing us today?
Since Larry's on, last time we spoke with him, he had wrestling. We talked about wrestling.
Yeah.
So I thought I pulled a few of my cars off the wall here that are WWE themed.
There we go.
Some Hot Wheels.
Cool.
This one is a Triple H.
This is
Pico.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect that Ed's here watching also. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that one's Triple H. Let's see. And I'm not big on these guys, so this one is.
That's a Hogan.
I was about to say that's a Hogan.
I think so.
It said Hogan right across it.
That's Hulk Hogan. I was making sure that said. I don't know if you see it focuses. Yeah, there we go. That's a Hulk Hogan. You can see him standing there doing his little pose. Let's see. This one is Batista. Yeah, it's kind of like a.
Like a tattoo pattern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
they should have made that one green. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's
I
red
don't
because
think
it's
they
wrestling, but
thought about it back then. But yeah. This is Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah.
If it'll focus, I don't know.
Low Rider. Do you know about what year these are from?
Yeah, these are 2006 when these came out.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And then
Ed says he loves Eddie. And I didn't even see this one. Sorry.
Yeah, I got one more. There was 5 of them. Yeah, this one is
Batista's birthday.
WWE Worldwide Entertainment on the side there. Musclemania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Michael,
what style of car was that, Michael?
This one?
Yeah.
This one is Ballistic. Is the name of the.
Show the top of it. Can you show the top of it? Was it? Okay. Got a nice.
Like a Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the chrome engine with the blue canopy on there. Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
So Michael, did you see? Ed said today is Batista's birthday.
Oh wow!
So
happy birthday to him.
This works out. We're looking
at that works out pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Cool. I think somebody mentioned it, right? The color choice on the one was a little weird. I think the Hogan one too. Those colors don't scream Hulk Hogan to me. That's why none of us knew who it was right away.
No, that's why it kind of threw me off a little bit because it's blue.
It's like blue.
Yeah.
It needs to be more either like NWO colors or more yellow and red for sure.
Yeah.
All I did was read it, and that's all I was like, "Wait, that's Hogan," you know?
Hey,
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's that. Okay.
That's quite an interesting little car line there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen those before. They're pretty cool.
And what year did you say those are from, Michael?
These are from 2006. on the mainline set. So it's just a 5-car. They did different throughout those years. They had 5-car sets that were inside just different kind of sets throughout the mainline series. So there was actually in that whole set, there were 225 cars in the set, 223 cars in the set, and then you had different color variations. So there was almost, I bet in that whole set is probably almost 450 to 500 cars within that set if you count all the variations. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's so many
Wow.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, there are.
And Michael could probably tell you which ones he doesn't have.
I can, yeah. If they if you show me one, I can tell you if I got it or not. I don't know how I'll remember all that. I just do. So, a couple of Transformers real quick that we're going to try to show after we did our thing, though, that we never got a chance to. This one here, I believe this is Hubcap. So it's like a little Corvette looking fella. Let's see, Outback. I've got Outback here.
And how many moves does it take to transform these, Michael?
Let's see. These right here are a little simpler, so you got to pull his. It's been a while since I've done it. Yeah, his legs pop out. Oh, I see what it was.
I just want to make sure these are not GoBots. We obviously know that, but we talked about that, how GoBots only had one action. I want to make sure we're doing better than that.
Yeah, so there's this.
Oh, here you go, Larry.
Totally read podcast and did a review.
Yeah, so we need to. They're talking. Ed's talking about the No Holds Barred.
Oh yeah.
And so, have you seen that movie?
I have. Like whenever it came out, I'm pretty sure I saw it in the theater. But I don't remember a whole lot about it because I would have been very little.
Well, see, there you go. That'll be a great wrestling movie.
That is a great idea. I think Ed helped talk us into watching Gremlins 2 coming up soon. As soon as we actually get started again, because I guess Hulk Hogan's in Gremlins 2.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
and I guess I've never seen Gremlins 2, so Scott and I are going to check that out sometime soon.
Also, quick shout out, hey Ryan over in the Hawaiian Islands, Asia Tony Stark's watching us. Thanks for joining. Oh, and Jess is obviously with Ed. So
hey.
All right.
So that was a couple moves there. Who's this one?
Yeah, this is Wind Charger. He's white. He's just like Hubcap, but they're the same. He's just different.
They got bigger back tires.
Yeah, no, they're both about the same size.
Okay, maybe it's just that.
The hood. The only difference is the hoods are different on these, but other than that, they're basically the same. They did sculpt the hood a little bit different on them. Let's see who else I got here.
Are these? They're about the same size as the Hot Wheels.
Yeah, because these are the mini bots. So this is Braun.
Like I've tried to search for it. I think I had like a black car that was about that size that I vaguely remember.
Let's see, this one's Braun. So he's pretty much just almost the exact same as Outback. There's different colors. And then this one here, that's cool. Huffer. And then which is this guy? I'll get kind of trying to remember which one this one is. I remember his name. And then this one here, just throw him down. That is a red version of Bumblebee. If my camera will catch up, there we go. Yeah. So Bumblebee came in
red and yellow.
Came in red and yellow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my book. I misplaced my book. But yeah, he came in red and yellow. So
he's probably sitting on it.
I'm not sitting on it. I don't know if I'm sitting on it.
No, I mean, it's right underneath you somewhere. It's not like it went far unless you put it in the living room. Reading it.
So that is Red Bumblebee there. So
Does Red Bumblebee have any special powers that Yellow Bumblebee doesn't have?
Nope.
Like
They're
he can
the
speak.
same. Hold on a second. Here's my book. I had it covered up.
He was sitting on it.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Hey, John, it just occurred to me that we can't see your face. There we go.
Yeah, I noticed it. I kept trying to lean over a little
Sorry
bit more.
about that. I just happened to look up above me. I couldn't see your face.
Hold on a
Here,
second.
I'm also going to do this. Thank you.
You don't like being
Oh,
in the
I got
middle?
It's very bothering when we're not in the right order. You know that.
Okay, and then one more. As I'm sitting here looking at this. This guy is Warpath.
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 That's funny. I watched the King of the Hill last night where they take a tank off of the airbase, off the military base. It was funny.
Trying to find the yellow guy's name. For some reason, it just slipped my mind.
Oh, yeah, Megan just told you I had the logo on my face too. So
Oh, I didn't. Oh, because I probably turned. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, Megan.
Okay. And then move these guys. One last show, real quick.
Thanks, Ryan.
This guy
These
here.
are the big guys. So is this
This is-
this is the original, right?
Oh,
This
cool.
is the original, original Optimus Prime. Get these guys out of the way.
we're not laughing at you, Michael. Sorry.
Thanks, Ed. Yeah, we're laughing at the fact that I can't spell. Oh, it keeps dropping out of the studio.
All
We're
right.
laughing at the fact that I can't spell and everybody's
his
got it. There we
trailer.
go.
So now you got Optimus and the what was in
That's
the trailer?
command. It's like
The command center. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
command center. Now I am missing Roller
The little car
and
that came with it.
the there's the radar stuff that's on there. I'm missing. So I don't know if you can see the inside there. But yeah, there's a satellite radar thing that comes in it. I'm missing that, and I'm missing Roller. So I'm gonna have to find
Hey,
that
Michael.
Yeah.
Show us that sticker again on the inside.
on this side.
You put it together too fast. I was going to stop you, but you were talking. Oh, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a
It's like foily.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a foil.
It's kind of
That
a
would-
foil.
That would be an awesome like background for a computer. You know, if you can handle the bright colors. It's a little
Yeah.
bright for me. I like mine
Yeah.
like gray or black and white, but
Yeah,
you know.
but I did get this at a pretty decent price, so I can't complain too much about it. Let me see if I can get this.
I think you're gonna have to put them back a little while. A
I was
little
gonna
bit.
say, Optimus has got some great knees.
I don't know.
You're gonna have to get a bigger studio, Michael.
I am, aren't I?
Yep.
There you go. So
Oh,
that's
there we go.
Optimus. Another thing I'm missing is his hands. So I got to find some hands, Roller, and the radar satellite thing. So okay.
Okay, Michael. So Ed was just mentioning his first Optimus Prime was a Headmaster Optimus Prime.
Uh-huh.
So which one is that? Do you know?
Headmaster came with the little character, the Nebulon character, if I remember right, and that turns into his actual head
Okay.
Oh,
part of
interesting.
him.
I'm gonna have to look
Yeah.
that up. Check that one out.
Yeah, because you had your
Any chance you still have
headmasters.
that, Ed?
Yeah,
let
because
us
you had
know.
your headmasters and you had your target masters, which the Nebula guy would turn into your weapon. The headmasters was that, and then your trying to put that back together. What's his name? There's another one that turns into like an engine for him. Where we say
For
that was.
Optimus?
No, not for but they had
okay.
some that was
You know, you already you already transformed him back into the truck, but I always thought it was interesting that when he's transformed into Optimus, his windows just like go straight through him because he doesn't have a back. Like you can just see straight through the windows.
Yeah, because when you open his arm, you see right,
Yeah, just right through.
right through him.
I noticed that the other day when we were when you were showing them to us, and I was like, "Oh, interesting."
Yeah, he doesn't have any kind of back or nothing back there. It's just open. So, but
Now, John, you need to get some big robots.
Some big robots.
big robots.
So I've got Voltron back here. Michael's got Optimus. You need to get you a big robot. It could be a Zelda robot. One of the Divine Beasts or something. I don't know.
All right.
There you go.
You get the elephant, then Megan will like it.
She said no.
And this is her response. She does not. But Megan, if he gets the elephant Divine Beast, it'll be an elephant. It'll fit with all of your lovely decor you have in your home.
That makes
No,
sense.
it'd still stand out, which would be fine with me.
I'm just trying to help. So Ed was just saying, he also said his favorite Prime that he still has the 20th anniversary Prime that was exclusive to Walmart.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool piece.
And John, here's your permission to get you an elephant.
Fine.
She got it. And it's on Twitch. It's on Facebook. Everybody knows you have permission now. So she's got that. As long as she thinks it'll be amazing, then there you go. That's it. All right, let's go back to this view. You don't have anything else, do you, Michael?
No, that's all
Okay.
that I got right now.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
kill your view down there if you still had more to show us.
No, we're good.
These are awesome. We got to start doing this more often. Getting somebody on to show off some of their stuff they've got because we know Larry's got a great collection there.
I've got one more thing I can show you.
Oh, awesome!
A semi surprise. So I went to it's new stuff though, but I went to Target the other day. So I blame Andrew for this. So
yes!
I
Oh, you got a
grabbed
Skeletor.
I grabbed the Skeletor after seeing him on the shelf multiple times.
I got mine right here.
So you got one too.
Yeah, so John's
right?
is there. Mine's back here.
After you did the unboxing a couple weeks ago where you're showing off the articulation and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm like, all right, these are pretty cool. But I think it was Merman that got me like that new wave, and they had Merman, so I'm like, all right. So I bought my first two of the new Masters of the Universe figures. I haven't opened them yet. I probably will. But yeah, they're pretty cool, man. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them or where they're gonna fit, but I've got two for now. We'll see what happens.
So I've got all mine back here, and since we did the live, I actually got an Orko.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which we talked about the other day. He's just flat on the bottom, and he doesn't have a wheel like the original, but he's got all the same articulation and everything. So
yeah, we're talking about that. I said the original, I believe, had that little zip tie that you would pull out and he would spin around.
Yep, it did.
Around
I
the circle.
remember.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had that one. I found a really great picture when I was going through the stuff in the garage the other day too of me like, I don't know, 6 or younger with all like a whole shelf of Masters of the Universe guys behind me. It was pretty epic.
Nice.
I found a couple good pictures, so I'll have to share them out sometime. I've got at least 1 or 2 G.I. Joe pictures.
Oh man!
For when you guys do the G.I. Joe episode, I'll have to share them out that week. So
Yeah.
it was pretty cool, like Christmas G.I. Joe pictures.
I'm assuming, Jess, you're talking about the fact that I took Orko out of the box.
All of them.
I took all of them out of the box. All these guys are out of the box. But then, so Jess is worried about me taking them out of the box, and then butt wasted Ed is just hey, let him breathe. The only thing I have in a box now is you have to be a Batman and a Funko to be in a box. So everything
That's
else
completely
pretty
okay.
much comes out.
Your Master of the Universe shelf like looks pretty cool, right? You got that's the 10-inch Skeletor pop, right?
Yeah. So
back there.
And I got a couple others. I haven't quite got that quite exactly how I want it. Still working on it.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah,
Total work in
I'm
progress.
letting things breathe a little bit myself. So it feels good. It feels good to open it and then throw the box away.
Yeah, I think I opened probably about 20% of mine are loose.
Yeah, but you buy 2 so you can open 1.
I do that with just my my Hot Wheels Chevy truck type stuff.
Okay.
The other stuff
Well-
I like just it's loose, like you
Yeah.
got your Human Torch, Firebird, Funny Car.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I mean, the one
See,
good thing about the
like-
Hot Wheels cards, they're not too bulky and they stack really good.
Yeah, they
So,
do.
like, right, keeping Hot Wheels on the card or any of the diecast cards, it's not, it doesn't take up as much space as like a Skeletor does, right?
Oh
with the
yeah,
right.
yeah.
and all that. So I get it. Like,
So-
it's good to have a mix.
And they're nice and square, so they will stack nice and neat.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Right.
nothing
That is-
stacks better than Hot Wheels.
yeah.
Right. So talking about the Motu stuff, so I actually picked this guy up the other day too.
Oh, cool.
I have the black one. Or I had the black one. He's actually up on this shelf back here.
Okay.
But I had to get the blue one because
Makes
Batman.
sense.
And
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
obviously I got an Ace the Bat Hound. He's
I think that was
freaking
pretty cool, like.
huge. So yeah, I
Those
picked
were
those up
pretty
the other day. I love this. I love that Reese got this started with them. I want to get more, and I need to get like 2 shelves. That way I have like Motu and the other one. You have Ed just said he has Bizarro.
Oh yeah.
That's one. Oh, he's looking for Superman, but he's got Bizarro. That Bizarro is awesome. These are the only ones I have. Is the 2 Batmans.
That would be one I would get is the Superman and Bizarro.
The
one.
Bizarro is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Like I was about to say, like when you were showing off the Batman, I'm like, I bet those are pretty cheap now because they weren't very popular. Like I feel like you can get an
They
okay
weren't.
deal, but then Ed brings up the Superman and the Bizarro. I feel like I only saw those like maybe once at a store,
Yeah.
so I bet there's not too many of at least that wave out there. I think there were a lot of Batmans, but
Yeah, I
outside-
never-
There was a lot of
outside of
Batmans.
him, I
never
didn't
saw-
see much.
Yeah, I never saw the Superman one around here. I saw the Batman related ones.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the only difference that I saw between these and the actual Motu figures, these don't stand up very well for me.
Okay.
I have like little things that they slide their feet in, and it makes it so much easier. But yeah, these did not stand up as well, and the Motu ones are hard to stand, but they're a little bit easier. So, but I got the same kind of stands for those guys that they're just 3D printed little things for them to slide
Yeah.
their feet in,
It totally works.
which makes it awesome. So.
I know Larry also got something else from Target, didn't he? He showed it off on the STS Guys.
Oh, my Hulk Hogan. He's over on yeah, he's over on. He has been unboxed and he.
Oh, you did unbox him already? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I worked on. I needed to clean up my wrestling shelf because some stuff fell over and I didn't pick it up. And then I built a Simpson shelf. That's what this shelf on top.
I was about to say,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I worked on this. I'm working on a Dorb shelf under here because I have a lot of Dorbs that I don't know what to do with, and then I have one more shelf that's just miscellaneous right now that needs to be cleaned up. But it's been a little while since I worked on my shelf, so I've actually been doing a little bit of stuff in the room. So
Yeah, I agree
There
with
you go.
Ed on
Yeah, I
that
think
one.
that
That
was-
was a pretty cool
it's-
looking. Hogan.
yeah, and opening it, like just seeing it, it's really cool. I saw, I think like WWE and Mattel were doing a poll that started today about doing like which other Hulk Hogan Ultimate Elite people wanted, like a WCW one or like WrestleMania 9. I think there were 3 choices. So I think there's going to be another Hulk Hogan Ultimate coming out really soon too. And the other thing I didn't realize on Saturday was like this is my first Ultimate figure. Right, they're the same size as the regular Elites, but they have extra articulation. So like he's got a toe joint, and there's a few other joints. So they're actually like, in addition to all the accessories and stuff, they've got a little bit more articulation, so you can pose them better too if you wanted to do that. So
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
We've
Yeah,
got a
that's pretty cool.
question. We've got a question from the crowd. So for the 4 of us to answer, Ryan, if you're still on, Ed, you and Jess can answer this also, because I know this is for all the collectors, anybody that's here. But John's wife wants to know if we dust all those toys. So, Larry, you can start, and then we'll go
Yeah.
Michael, John, Andrew, because I mean we know John doesn't, but you know.
Well, they're brand new. I don't have that much
Yeah.
yet.
You also live in you're also in a closet, so.
Sure.
So I feel like it's only been, God, is it 2 years? Yeah, I've only had like actual shelves and stuff nicely for about 2 years, and having things out of the box like this is newer. But I'll still stick with the. I probably don't dust as often as I should. It's not bad, right? We moved here in August. It's January now, so it's been like 5 months. Nothing's really dusty in here, so it hasn't been too bad. We'll see. Like Arizona would get a little bit dustier than Texas has so far for whatever reason, but
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
not
so
too
Wait
bad
till
yet.
the summer because you're going to get a lot of pollen. That's
Yeah,
usually when it comes in.
yeah.
Ed says that there's occasional dusting, but he's in the process of redoing his collection room, so that's there. He's so everything's getting dusted at the moment.
Nice.
Whereas Jess says that's why she doesn't take them out of the box.
True.
What about boxes?
The boxes can still get
Well,
dusty.
I get that,
they still
but
get.
they're easier to dust.
Yeah.
Michael?
Yeah, because
Michael.
when I pulled these off the wall, I had to knock the dust off the top of them. But
Yeah. So
Um,
there's Michael's answer. He doesn't.
yeah, I do occasionally. I don't know if you could see one of my walls over here. It's just covered, starting from 1 year all the way from and number order all the way down. It covers the whole wall, and this wall I'm looking at is covered as well. You kind of see in the background. I've got some back there as well.
Yeah.
But when I do add something to that wall, they kind of shift. And while I do that, I'll dust them off. And that's probably every couple of years I'll do that. But I do keep my door closed here. So there's not the only time the door is open is when I'm in here, and a lot of times I still keep it closed too, and that way it kind of keeps from getting too dusty in here. But
It's a good idea.
You can
Canned
set
air is
that-
my
you can
friend.
set your-
Yeah.
You can set that hallway up, Michael, as like a chamber that you go in and gets rid of all the air before you go into your bedroom.
I guess I could, I could do that. Yeah.
So
there-
John,
Get you a fan.
I do
Yeah.
have a little gate there so the dogs can't get in here anyway. So that way they're separated, but I keep that door closed anyway most of the time.
so it's all new for John. So he hasn't got to the point where he's got to dust yet.
Yeah, no.
Mine's fairly new to get set up, like here, so it's not so bad. But when I was in Denver, we kept the windows open all the time because the weather there is just amazing. And so I had to dust quite a bit there when I had stuff out of the box. It would just like my big Batman would just get really dusty. Actually, he's a little dusty now. He needs to be dusted tomorrow. Yep. Look at this. Look at this. Here we go. And here's our secret candle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
to-
Sure.
Yeah.
Makes it
thanks
easy.
to Ed there. So, actually, one more thing that I got this week. Now I guess I'm a Q-Fig collector
Oh, cool.
because I got. I'm gonna say thanks to Joey from the Dorksman on these because me and him were sharing collections back and forth, and he showed me the black and white ones of these guys, which was a con exclusive, so I couldn't get hold of those. But I got the color ones, which are freaking awesome. So thanks, Joey, for making me spend more money. Every time he sees something that's Turtles or Batman, he sends it to me, which is like, great, thanks.
There's a lot of Turtles and Batman stuff out there.
There is, so it's like hard to keep that up. I'm trying to keep away from stuff. Actually, I mentioned earlier today that I was good on sodas as long as Funko didn't announce Ghostbusters. And his response was, they just announced Egon. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Darn it.
So now I'm gonna have to work up getting that, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
There was a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man too, wasn't there? Did they announce that one a little while
Yeah,
ago?
so I have him, but I was hoping that would
Yeah.
just be a random one-off, like
Easy,
because
right?
they have a couple of those. Yeah, it's just Stay Puft, like just
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just told Megan I was in walking around and I was looking at stuff when I ran to the store to get something the other day, and they have a Ghostbusters Monopoly game, and I was like, that'd be so cool to get and look at and see. And she's like,
Well, me and Rainey, I was off Saturday, so me and Rainey, I told her when I got a Saturday off, we would just take a road trip. Well, we rode down to Lufkin and hit Walmart and Target down there. But Walmart, she ended up getting four different board games. They were all Star Wars Mandalorian themed with Grogu on the front, Baby Yoda, all this kind of stuff. She got the one with the pouch and everything. But we got the Monopoly. Was it Trouble? Was the other one?
Yeah.
And then there was a third game she got. I'm trying to remember what it is off the top of my head, but yeah, she got all that. So yeah, I spent a little money that day just helping her get her Grogu Baby Yoda collection figure. So
Yeah, I saw the Monopoly Star Wars with Grogu on the front of it.
yeah.
That's cool.
So, Michael, just out of curiosity, could you say no to Rainey? I mean, after all that you have behind you, there's no way.
No,
you
no,
could actually
because
be like,
when
no.
she gets it, I say get it, and yeah,
There
she
you
goes,
go.
no. I said you're gonna get it anyway. Go ahead and get it. So yeah, I can't,
just get it.
I can't
ahead,
Get
get
it
it.
now, so I don't have
I
to
can't
order
say
it
no
later.
to her. So especially
Yeah.
what I get on mine, on my stuff back here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I have one question for Larry.
Cool.
So this is something that's going to come up not this coming week on the podcast, but you'll find out about it this week on the podcast. But we know that the Dorksmen, when they all get together and they have somebody on, they always ask their famous, do you want pepper or pineapple on pizza? That's their famous question. Now that we're all here, we're going to ask a question for people who are in Texas or who have been to a Whataburger.
Okay.
We want to know. So next week, episode 26. Episode 26, we're going to tell everybody what our go-to order is at Whataburger.
Okay.
But
sure.
this will let you know, and this will drop. More information about this will drop Thursday with this week's episode. But if anybody wants a sticker pack, I have stickers. I was like, I don't have any here next to me. But if anybody that's watching interested in some stickers, I'm glad you showed the black one, John, because it's the one I didn't have here in front of me. If you can guess what our go-to Whataburger orders are and tweet them to us or send them to us before episode 26 drops, the first person that gets one of them right will get a sticker pack from me. And so ours are coming.
You only have to get one of them right.
Well, if 3 people get one right, like if somebody gets yours, John, somebody gets mine, and somebody gets Michael's, that's 3 different people get sticker packs.
I feel like that's fair.
Megan doesn't need any more stickers, so no.
No. Megan can't win. Look at that. Megan can't win. Sorry, Megan.
No, sorry.
If you need another sticker, I'll get you another. But Larry, I want to know what your go-to Whataburger is because you've been there a few times now.
I have, including dinner tonight. For reals.
I
2
almost
nights ago
went to
for me.
lunch today.
I had it yesterday, so
See,
Yeah.
I will say that they have Whataburger in Arizona. There's never really been one close to where I live, so it's a little ways away. Like Scott, me, and Jeremy used to go to lunch there sometimes, but it was like a good. It's not far. It's maybe 10 minutes away, but it's just far enough where you're not going there all the time. And that was by work. So I will say that Texas Whataburger to me is way better than Arizona Whataburger for whatever reason. It's weird, but it's so much better here. And I haven't tried everything on the menu. I'm pretty simple. I just get a number 1, which is the normal Whataburger with cheese. And that is it's really good. And I haven't they have a spicy chicken sandwich that I want to try, but I haven't done it yet.
I haven't tried that, but I want to.
I've heard it's really good. Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah, I had it a few weeks ago. I got one.
The fact that they marinate it in spicy sauces before they fry it, yeah, I want to see how it really turns out. I don't break away from my go-to.
It's very hard to break away from that go-to because I just know that I enjoy it so much.
Yeah,
exactly.
So good. So,
and if I like it, why am I going to try something else that I might not like as much? I've had I used to get the chicken. Actually, I had a job where we worked overnights, and we used to go to Whataburger like at 4 a.m. a couple times a week. But I used to get the chicken strips and dip it in the gravy, that combo that came with the bread. That was my go-to for a long time.
John, we're gonna have to do something about Megan. She likes the water. Really? Come on, Megan.
Is it the water or the ice? It's kind of like
maybe the ice.
Yeah, kind of like Sonic. Their ice is just
So
their ice is so
Larry,
nice.
do the Whataburgers down there? So the ones here in Tyler, we have a very interesting. I've never seen this anywhere else, but the ones in Austin, do they have themes?
I don't think so. What do you mean by themes?
So here in Tyler, we have a sports Whataburger that has a bunch of sports memorabilia and some sports stand stuff in it. We have a hot rod Whataburger.
Cool.
There's another one, a 50s Whataburger.
Yeah, 50s. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
50s
so there's
theme.
and these are like themes that the whole place is like picked up like that.
Yeah,
that's the hot rod one actually has an old car sitting in there in the middle of the dining room. I mean, and they change it out. It's never
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
I think I heard, so they have a car show there like every month, or they did before COVID. I don't know if they're still having it.
Yeah.
But I always heard that whoever wins the car show, like or whatever,
gets
it's
to show
the
off
chance
their car.
to put their car for like a month in there.
Oh, cool.
So that's kind of cool, you know.
So full disclosure, our Whataburger is open to go inside, but I haven't been inside yet. It wasn't open when we first moved here, but I know it's been open for at least a couple months, but I haven't been inside. But according to the Google, the pictures that other people have posted, it doesn't look like we have a theme. At least the one that's closest to my house. It just looks like a normal Whataburger.
I haven't come across any others down in San Antonio or anywhere. They were all just normal Whataburgers. Then you have, is it only 3 here or is there 4?
I think there's only 3, and I want to say we have at least 3 others, maybe 4 others that I know aren't themed. They're just
okay.
Michael's
3.
counting them. He knows where they're all at.
Well, I know there's
7, I believe, in Tyler.
Yeah, but there's only 3 themed ones.
Yeah, I know that there's 2 routes for me to drive to mom and dad's house, and those 2 routes, as we were talking about, there are 3 Whataburgers that I pass on those routes. So
I think there's 7 in Tyler, and then you got one going out the Flint, so that's another one. You got Bullard. You got another one going out towards White House, and there's a bunch in the surrounding towns around as well. So they're just everywhere
also,
here.
Larry, Megan, John's wife, wants to know if you're enjoying Texas and why.
I like it so far. It's really weird to move during a pandemic. Right. So there's varying levels of things you can do, or like when we first moved here, I know Whataburger wasn't open to go on the inside. That kind of stuff. It's really weird for just moving to a new city, like work. I moved here for a new job that I haven't met any of the people in person, and I've never been to the office. All that kind of stuff. It's really weird. But in spite of all that, I feel like we're enjoying Texas. The weather's a little bit better. It snowed in Austin like 2 weekends ago. That being an Arizona kid who's lived in Phoenix basically their whole life and never really seen snow, that was pretty cool to have it snowing. Like I think it was like 4 inches in our backyard.
Don't expect that every year, though.
No, I know. I know it was very much an anomaly, but it was still cool. Right. So the weather's better. There's a lot of lakes. There's a lot of things to do outside, which is cool that we're trying to slowly check off the boxes. Texas is so big. It's kind of crazy. Like I want to get up to like Dallas and over to Houston. We did go to San Antonio this past weekend. Went to the zoo, and that was about it. So we're trying to make our way around and check everything out. But so far, it's been good. Right, just kind of the normal stuff. Food and pretty good weather. Like great. There's really good barbecue all over Austin.
And I know John can attest this too. You said moving during COVID or pandemic. It's kind of crazy. So John did it, I did it, and the crazy thing about us is we moved back to a place that we grew up, and it's weird.
Right.
It's like
I moved from San Antonio back to Tyler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
and I moved from Denver
we were
back
still
to
in
Tyler,
Texas,
so.
but when we moved to San Antonio, when I first went down there, it snowed, and then when I get back to Tyler, it snows. So it's kind of weird. And then as my wife said, if you're down there, go float the rivers because
in San Antonio,
Austin, all that area down in there, you can find a lot of places. So when the summer hits, that's one of the best things we enjoy doing most of anything.
I know there's swimming holes, right? Like like the river. Like that was one of the first things we saw that weren't open when we first moved here for the end of summer. But I definitely want to be able to check some of that stuff out and go into the water and actually like participate in those things. Like so far, we've just gone to a couple parks like that had rivers, but you can't. It's too cold to go in the water or like do any actual water activity. So you're just kind of walking by. It's still cool. Looking
no
forward.
matter what, the water temp's not going to change.
It's not them. It's
No,
not
it
that
won't.
much.
It's going to be cold during the hot summer day too.
Yeah, even during the 100-degree weather outside, the weather the rivers are right through there are natural spring rivers, so
Okay.
it comes up from the ground. So they are they're like 55, 60 degrees year round.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
it's
So 100-degree
really nice
weather
on a hot
outside
summer
is
day.
perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
So there's enough people within our podcasting group. You think we could get a live podcast going with all of us floating down the river? We just got to figure out how to keep everything wet or from getting too wet.
Yeah. Yes.
That could
Sandwich
be
bag use
interesting.
or something.
Ziploc bag. So
Figure it out.
All right, I'm putting that on my list to figure out. Okay, I think we've looked at everything. We've talked about stuff. Now I know what Larry wants to get.
there you go.
we
And
We'll
John's
just use
got one
those.
there.
Did you get that from Whataburger, John?
We got a package of 5.
It's Whataburger orange.
It's Whataburger
This
color.
one's orange. We had
I know
black.
I have a black one. I have a black one because it matches all my.
It just
background.
happened to be the one that was sitting on my wall right there.
Perfect.
So we've gone through everything. I think we're good. We'll wrap this up. I got an Avalanche game. I gotta go watch. So now we know what to order for you whenever we get to the season.
Yeah, I like
At
that.
some point,
I
we're
like
all
that
gonna
question.
meet. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be
Cool.
great. We're gonna keep that going out for everybody. Anybody that's been to Waterbury that comes on the podcast is gonna have to answer that. So,
Cool. I like it.
and we may retro it. I'll send Sully a message and find out what his is. I think he eats like everything. He just.
I was gonna
loves
say, I
it,
think he
so-
went through the whole menu while he was here in Texas.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. With that, we'll sign out. Larry, I'll let you sign out, and then I'll sign out for the three of us.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you guys for having me. It's Larry from the STS Guys. We do a podcast every Saturday night on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Just search STS Guys and you'll find us.
STS guys, that's the way to find you guys.
Look him up.
For us, check out Toy Rewind Podcast, Toy Rewind Pod, Twitter, Instagram. John knows these better than I do, but check all those out. Make sure you follow us.
Sure.
If you're on us with Twitch, give us a little follow. We got some people here chatting. It's awesome. So with that, I guess get some toys and play on. Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.